Four key questions that will decide the 2019 Final Four. Saturday's first matchup is a stylistic clash. Virginia is so in theory, an up-tempo contest would suit Auburn. Attack Virginia. However, there are equally compelling reasons why Auburn might be perfectly happy with a grind. First, that's especially true without Thea. The Tigers are short, thus, the pace question morphs into can Auburn get the best of both worlds? Can it use tempo? The answer will come from a tug-of-war between the nation's best turnover defense and one of its most secure offenses. Auburn's selective without Okek, Auburn is undermanned up front. And while Virginia Bennett's rotation has fluctuated situationally, his three-man core, Mamadi Diakite, 6'9" F/C27, 28, 35, 42 *. Kihei Clark 5'9" G36, 33, 37, 24 *. Jack Saul 6'10" C5, 2, 3, 34 *. Braxton Key 6'8" F11, 21, 7, 2 *. J Huff 7'1" C5, 9, 1, 0 *. Bennett can play a no-true big lineup that goes 5'9", 6'2", 6'5", 6'7", 6'8". He can also roll. Diakite has played himself into near 40-minute territory over the past 2 weeks. But Salt, if Bennett goes back to that Hunter Diakite Salt lineup against Auburn, the Tigers don't really have a counter. They're already a port, but does Bennett trust that big lineup to contain Harper and Brown? If Clark is on the court, though, Salt probably won't be. Auburn's best hope is another Brown-Harper explosion. Bennett will there's one issue that has popped up in many of Michigan State's losses the past few years. Too often, Michigan State turns the ball over on 18.5% of its possessions this year, an improvement over the last 2 seasons but still a tick below the national average. In the Spartans' sixth, taking care of the ball should be especially important against an aggressive Texas Tech defense that thrives on producing takeaways. The Red Raiders' 3 keys for any Texas Tech opponent are limiting turnovers, scoring in transition before the Red Raiders' vaunted defense is set, and generating extra possessions via the offensive glass when help defenders take themselves out of rebounding position. Michigan State's top 10 defense will be one of the best Texas Tech has encountered, though the Spartans aren't aggressive enough to take advantage of the Red Raiders' lack of a true point guard. Texas Tech, making baskets will be key for more than just the obvious reasons. The Red Raiders need more from Yahoo Sports.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot bar. You fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.